Yo, I got this crypto game on lock. Just kidding. Well, kind of not kidding, but we want to talk about unlocking tokens today. What does it mean? Can you profit off of it? The answer is yes, you can. We're going to talk about how right now. When tokens are created, new tokens, a lot of them are locked up, some of them, right? So you might have a total supply of, say, 1 billion, and then maybe 500,000 of them are not circulating, right? You'll have a circulating supply of maybe 500,000, and then a locked, uncirculated supply, right? And that's another 500,000. Why are they not circulating? Why can't you trade them? Why can't you buy them? It's because they're locked down. And the reason is that when the project is created, sometimes the creators will be given allocations. And one of the biggest reasons they're locked down is because what if the coin does really well very quickly, and then all these people realize they can get rich by selling the coin, and then of course that'll crush the market and it'll ruin the project. So that is one reason why they're locked down. And in fact, we're going to take a look at this blog.streamflow.finance. But right before we do that, please hit the like, subscribe, and that notification bell. So right here at blog.streamflow.finance, you have an article called What is Token Unlock? And it discusses this. Now, what are the reasons for token locking? To prevent immediate selling and stabilize the price, to incentivize long-term holding and project involvement, and to align the interest of developers and investors. Okay, so how does token unlock work? Unlocking through smart contracts, time releases, or milestone releases. Key advantages to implementing token unlocking would be long-term commitment, stabilized market impact, incentivization, transparency and trust, reduce risk of dumping like we talked about, and flexibility. Just a quick note on the incentivization. Of course, if you own a bunch of coins and you're working on a project and the project is kind of new, you're going to be incentivized to continue to improve that project, at least up until the coins are released. So that's what that's what that means. And long-term commitment fits right into that. Disadvantages of unlocking: limited liquidity. Of course, there are less coins out there to trade. That can be a good or bad thing depending on who you are and what you like. There's market uncertainty we just talked about. Perceived lack of trust. It might be that, oh, is your project not good enough to where we have to lock up tokens? You know, that's the other way of looking at that. There's a couple of other issues there. There's also regulatory concerns. Of course, they might be deemed as securities. That might be the case. That there is some new law on that, and I'm not a legal expert, not going to talk about that. Also, by the way, anything we say is not to be looked at as investment advice. So we're going to also look at the influence market dynamics, supply and demand. Lower supply because they're locked is going to mean that the demand spikes sometimes. Also, that'll change investor behavior. So the investors may choose to hold or sell their newly unlocked tokens, influencing market trends, and also affect project development. Of course, if you unlock too many tokens, that might attract new investors. So it could actually have different effects. And in general, it's probably going to depend on how good the project is. It'll cause price fluctuation, volume increase, strategic moves, all kinds of stuff. So, and then a quick note on how it might impact price. It could go up or down. Either way, there's a few things to look at, but in the end, it's going to be about how good the project is. So on the block here, the block has an article that came out, I think, today. And the biggest token unlocks coming up next week are going to be ApeCoin, right? And that will be January 16th at 7 p.m. UTC. There's Axie Infinity. That'll be at January 18th, 8 to 10 a.m. UTC. There'll be Injective, which will be at 7 p.m. on January the 20th. That's UTC. And then there's SPACEID. That will be January the 21st at 7 p.m. We'll take a look at ApeCoin. What is it? It's basically an NFT coin. So basically, ApeCoin provides exclusive benefits and rewards such as NFT airdrops and priority access to events and opportunities, establishing its importance in the ecosystem development and value creation. So let's look at a quick chart of ApeCoin. Now, ApeCoin took a pretty heavy hit because NFTs took a pretty heavy hit in the last cycle. And it seems to me, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I think last cycle NFTs were kind of the cream of the cream, meaning that it was the frothiest thing and it happened towards the end of the cycle. And I think that might be the case this time. So it wouldn't surprise me to see a sell-off of this, but I could be totally wrong on that. It might go up. So we'll look at both possible cases. I have a head and shoulders drawn here on ApeCoin, and a sell-off might take price down to maybe 110 or perhaps about $1 just above that because of this support down here where the market bottomed out back in 2023, October. And then there's also around 90 cents. So these are mostly fib targets except for that market bottom. Upside targets might be somewhere between, say, $1.75 and $1.83. And if it does go past that, a good solid target to look at is going to be $2.05 or $2.12. Now, this is for short-term traders. If you really believe in the project, it might be a different story. We're talking about trading and targets, right? Quick moves. Okay, next, we're looking at Axie Infinity, right? Axie Infinity as a token, it is a cryptocurrency game built on the Ethereum blockchain that makes use of AXS cryptocurrency. Players are able to buy NFTs and earn tokens within the game. So it is a gaming token, and I do have a little bit more faith in gaming tokens than I do in just strictly NFT tokens. So we're going to take a look at Axis Infinity here against Tether, and this is a pretty strong uptrend. It is another Head and Shoulders potential. Both this and the ApeCoin have not actually completed their Head and Shoulders, so we can't really say that it is one per se, but it looks like it might complete. And if it's a bearish move, we're looking at some price targets. I think 545 is a good price target. Right now, price looks to be, yeah, it's about $8, so it might drop down to 545, and on a very low end, say 420, a nice quick upside target would be around $9, $9.50, and about 11, maybe below 11, around about 10.90 or so. Those are some upside targets in the case the price did move up, and that's based on Fibonacci extensions. If you want to know more about Head and Shoulders targets, Fibonacci extensions, Fibonacci retracements, come on over to algofactory.tech, and we teach all that stuff. And I do it on a regular basis live for the private clients every single day. Every single weekday, that is. That is not a federal holiday. Back to the list. The next one is Injective Protocol, which I like probably more than the rest of these coins. Injective is a decentralized exchange protocol on the Ethereum platform, facilitates the trading of various digital assets. So it's an exchange token, and it offers high speed transactions. I believe it's a layer 2, and it's super popular. It's been kicking butt. Even when Bitcoin was doing badly, it was doing well. This has really outperformed a lot of the market, and you might want to look this up, do some more of your own research, but Volon is coming out, and this is actually going to give access to real world assets, I believe, like tokenized fiat currency pairs, treasury bills, and exclusive credit products. And that's a pretty big deal. It's just more things to trade on their exchange. And Injective Protocol, look at their chart here. Now, did some kind of quick work on this one. Fibonacci extension, if this thing goes up, and it very well may, I would look at a target around lower targets would be, say, around $52. A little bit higher, I go around $61. Those are the targets I'd like to the upside. To the downside, I'd say a pretty solid quick target on a short might be around $28. You know, it may not break this range that it's in. It's actually in this range, but if it does go down, you might, that 28 is probably likely because Injective is super strong. If it does hit some hard times, maybe $20, maybe $21 is a decent target down at this 786, just above this bit of structure. But I think that Injective, as strong as it is not going to see too hard of a fall. And then the next token we'll look at is SPACEID, and this token is a cryptocurrency using block technology to change the advertising industry. Kind of reminds me of Basic Attention token, and it makes sure that it's high quality advertisements and high quality people watching it, right? So it's supposed to keep things real when it comes to, are you seeing real clicks? Are these good ads? And then my downside, my low side targets, if this is a bearish event, would be around $14 and $12. My upside based on Fibonacci extensions are around $39 and $46, and I might even take some profit or at least cut some risk out around $33. So those are the targets for that. And this is the end of the video. I hope this helps. Please like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell, and we will catch you on the flip side. All right, hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. On the screen there, you can see our website, algofactory.tech. Tap that QR code to take you straight there. I'm also very active on X. That's algo_factory777. We got TikTok and Rumble. In the meantime, we hope to see you over at the website. Come on over, trade your job, upgrade your life. We'll see you there.